Today in TechNice we are going through how you use the function keys on laptops or whatever keyword you are using. We are following through this guide. As all of you know, maybe or maybe not, our function keys are the ones that starts with an F and is in the upper part of your keyboard. So if we look at this image here, it will be F1, F2, all the way up to F12. They have symbols and they can be placed on different buttons depending on your keyboard. On this image here, we would have the sound control, and then we would have some play to play music and some controls to control your light on your keyboard. There's also a function log that we will go through later. So let's start with the F1, the function key 1. That would be the help button, or anything. If you're in an app, you can press it and then you will come to the support page. This is great for whatever reason you need help with anything. You can just press F1 and you will get to the support page. If you press Windows key and F1, you will open the Windows support page. And for example, in Microsoft Excel, you can open a new sheet by typing Alt-Shift F1. And then for F2, this is one of my favorite keys. They're great. I use it always to rename documents. So if we look here, if I select the document, I can press F2 and we can rename it, renamed. And then we press enter and it's renamed. That's super great for anything you want to rename. Then later we go to F3. This is a key and it will help you find files in programs, for example Microsoft Windows. We will just be heading to search, or in a page we can search for F3 and we will find the F3. This is great if you want to pop up the search bar very quickly. We come to the function key F4, function key 4, and I don't use it very much. In, for example, Explorer, you can press it F4 to arrive to the address bar, and here you can write in an address to a file or anything else. And you can also close programs, for example Alt F4, and I will close this file. Now I haven't saved this, so this will not close, but that's for an example. So then in F5 we can use it to refresh pages, like that for example. And if we're in PowerPoint, we can press F5 to start the PowerPoint. That's very handy. You don't have to go down here to start it. Then we have the key function 6, and this key is super useful is if you want to type in a website, come to the website very fast. You press F6 and then you can type in Facebook, for example, very quickly if you really need that flow. I use it sometimes I forget it. It's very handy. And the next one is the function key 7, and it's somewhat helpful in web browsers. You arrive to this way you can select the text and show people where you are. Easier for following the text if you're reading very heavy documents. And press it again to disable it. And then it's a handy function in Word where you press F7 and then the editor will arrive. So every spelling and grammar, everything that could help you solve your document issues. Then we have F8, function key 8. That's a very mysterious thing. I've never really figured out, but it's actually the thing you press to arrive to the boot menu when you restart your computer. It's usually the case. Otherwise, I just spam all of the function keys to get to the boot menu. That's usually very handy, but F8, usually the boot thing. It doesn't do anything else. And then the function key 9. In, for example, MS Word, if you press F9, it will refresh your document. Nothing to show here really, but I have a really cool function that I use sometimes. If you press Ctrl and F9, you get those curly brackets, and it's very handy if you write a lot of code. So you just write your code there, and then you have a code snippet. Very easy, very nice. Then we come to the F10. F10 is nice to, for example, get up here. You get your menu. You press F10, then enter, and you get up this menu. Otherwise, you can also press Ctrl Shift F10 like this, and you will get a similar thing as right click. It's the same as a right click. So right click or Shift F10. Then we have F11. F11 is quite nice if you want a bigger screen, but to get your focused on better. So it will turn your current window into a full mode. Then we come to the last but not least, function number 12, function key 12. That one is super nice if you code a lot of websites. Then you can press F12 and you will get up the dev menu. If you do not code, it could be easy to save your document in Word or open a new document. That would be F12, and then you can save it. Otherwise, you can press Ctrl F12 to open a new Word document. And now we go to how we lock the function key. This is not always available on your keyboard, but it could be a function key that's down here usually. It could also be on the other side, right side. And this will either light up or you just have to press it to check it. So the one I have on my keyboard is a little light on, and it will light up if it's on, or light off if it's off. That's very handy. So now I'm not able to go to, now my function keys will work as these symbols, and if I press it again, they will work as the function keys. Super handy. Hope you liked the video. Feel free to subscribe down there and thumbs up. Thank you.